Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RIMWORLD. It is Wanda's Legacy, and we today, well, first, we have to deal with a couple of mood breaks. Secondly, wrong button, we do have a plasteel site to go and raid, mine out, I don't know, but we'd like that plasteel, would be very nice. Third thing is we did change our ideology to allow cannibalism, right? We did. What we haven't done is tweaked some of our corpse rules. We should really do that now. So, first of all, we don't want to cremate fresh corpses anymore. Right? Because we would like to butcher everything. Like, human-like corpses are now going to get butchered. And we can also change the rules over here. I guess we don't allow insect meat. I was gonna say I could just turn everything on, but we'll just go ahead and allow that. It's a little annoying. Can baby food be made out of meat? No, okay. It'll be a little bit annoying. Although I guess I can copy and paste here. Oh, okay, it changes the number as well. There we go. Let me do that. And then simple meals, human meat. You know what? I'll just do it this way. Human meat and human meat. So I think that means most of our people don't care anymore. And Audrey will actually be quite happy if she gets a chance to eat some human meat. So there we go. There was one other thing. Oh, yes, right. I decided to make a change to the recon helmet automated queue here to like automate recon helmets. Rather than use up our plasteel and advanced components on this, I kind of want to prioritize the armor. So what I've done is I added a count additional item rule here. So we also pay attention to flak helmets. If we have recon helmets or flak helmets with at least 80% hit points sitting in our stockpile, then don't bother making you flak helmets. We'd already started one over here. We have an unfinished recon helmet, so I just put a 1x job over here so that it will finish that helmet, which I think is a good idea. Just because otherwise it sits around, you know, we could cancel this, but we don't get all the material back. So let's go ahead and just make sure this recon helmet finishes. That's fine. But otherwise, we won't worry about making these until the flak helmets start to deteriorate, bleh, or we've somehow finished our recon armor job, which is fairly unlikely, I think, but we'll do that. I actually suspect the fact that we have 0 advanced components, did we also start a recon armor job? It's an unfinished component. I don't know if there's an unfinished job going on for the recon armor. I can't spot it right now, but anyway, doesn't matter. That's going to be okay. So I guess we'll go ahead and unpause. Yeah, we'll wait for these mood breaks to go, and they're fine. One's a food binge, and one is just hiding in room. Those are okay. No worries about that. We're building the television finally, which will give us another source of education. Or education. Well, I mean, depends on what channel we have it tuned to, I suppose, right? We'll turn it to the history channel and we'll find out all about aliens. Squirt's about to pop out here another day, and he'll be out of that box. Still don't know if that was worth it. Okay, no longer hiding. You still have the critical mood right now. You got the catharsis, but yeah, you're gonna go and satisfy your other things real quick here. You're gonna go to sleep, which is fine because you can't break. Actually, I don't know if you can break while you have catharsis. Like, it gives you the plus 40, which certainly. What? Apparently I can't talk today. It's my first recording of the day. I haven't quite finished my coffee yet, so we're gonna go ahead and blame that. All right, Huntsman's no longer picking out. That's good. Yeah, we're gonna mine this out. We're gonna fill in this gap. A little exploratory tunnel here. I definitely want this filled out because I don't want any insects to be spawning here. You know, we have learned a lot more about how to deal with that. Masterwork recon helmet, that's great. So someone's gonna go and throw that on their noggin. Yeah, so the 1x job over here is done. So we're gonna cancel that. And now we have 3 helmets that count for the build. Someone will replace their flak helmet with the recon helmet, but assuming that flak helmet still has 80% hit points, it'll also go and count there. Female psychic soothe, that is very welcome. And yeah, Audrey is actually fine. Her mood is okay. Like we can see here, the little ticky, this is actually where her mood's going to end up when she wakes up. It's just that the mood doesn't change while you sleep. Transport pod is loaded. We might get a retaliation raid. That's fine. That would actually be a great time for it to happen. Hell, bring some more meat. It'd be funny if the toxoid people couldn't be butchered for meat because they'd be polluted, but I don't think that's simulated. I'm not actually asking for that to be simulated either. So I don't remember how long it was between the last time we launched an retaliation raid. It might be based on like the distance. You know, it might have been a couple of days. So 15th of April, May. We've got plenty of time for that plasteel. There were still 20 something days left. So we can afford to wait a little bit before we go after that. We do have some things going on. Oh, yes, I queued up a couple of moisture pumps over here to clear this area. This one here is a bonus. When it does reach its full radius, we'll also clear that little tiny spot that is annoying me for the incomplete flooring here. I'm wondering about if I should go and knock out a couple of bits of walls here for some more auto turrets, but I guess I don't think I'll worry about it quite yet. Yeah, everyone's very productive. Audrey is now completely happy, which is nice to see. Everyone's actually in a really good mood. I think Dylish might be one of the lower ones. Uninspired speech. I know, I'm sorry. Sensory Mechanites. All right, well, that's not ideal. I was gonna say, this is the one that boosts manipulation and stuff, right? Yeah, but they get tired all the time. I mean, they're in constant pain, which sucks, and they get tired super fast. So the fact that they work a little bit faster in between, mostly, I think we still mostly fall behind on workload, which is frustrating. And yeah, the mood's not going to be great. Is it time to build more of these? I think so. I think I talked about that, actually. I think I'm going to do that. And yet, let's make sure... I mean, let's make sure they're at least good, which I suspect will happen. Oh, I think I was waiting... Hold on. I think I was waiting for Squirt to pop out. We want Squirt to do it. Now, because we're using Quality Builder, we don't have to micromanage to have our best constructor go and finish these buildings. But... because Quality Builder makes sure that only the best constructor is allowed to finish these jobs. But I think because Squirt is in the pod, it wouldn't count him as an active constructor. Therefore, it could let our little bot or something take care of that. That normally, if you're not running Quality Builder, you're going to want to micromanage that to make sure your best skilled person is the one who finishes quality stuff. But that sounds annoying. Therefore, it's one of the things I'm out. Okay, so flat screen television, I don't think we need. You know what? We went and changed our xenophobic policies just so that we can do genetics. Maybe I should research up this rank right now. We can start working our way up and maybe even consider these guns. I mean, they are definitely better, right? The charge rifles are definitely better than the heavy SMGs. I don't know if they're worth the material better, but they're better. Now we'll just get the gene stuff ready. Okay, this is going to be one single raid. We got to keep a prisoner. They have paralyctobasia. Got to keep them for 20 days, which isn't, that's fine. Spread shameful story. That's a lot of people. If it's a breacher group, that'll be annoying. But if they come through the front door, that's fine. Bionic arm. Like, honor is nice, obviously, but I think we'll go with the bionic arm because we've got our transhumanists. They want that. And I can't remember if someone actually needs a bionic arm. I feel like yes. I think, did we give someone a prosthetic? So I'm kind of tempted to accept here, especially since I think this raid's going to be fine. Again, if it's a breach raid of this size, we're gonna have a bad time. But let's go ahead and accept. Moon has arrived. Way out over here. Get one of our kids to quickly capture this person. We could strip them off too. That's their clothing. Devil Strand t-shirt. All right. T-shirt's not as good as a long sleeve shirt, but because it doesn't cover the same parts. But the Devil Strand part's kind of appealing. If nothing else, they might be worth selling. I think there's no reason to not strip them anyway. Normal quality, full hit points. Heck yeah. All right, let's do that. If they wake up from their paralyctobasia, which they could, they would go and get themselves dressed. So let's just make sure to take that away ASAP. Are we out of wood? We are out of wood. I'm like, why is that table not being finished? I'm gonna control click some trees here with the harvest fully grown. That's a lot, but we're gonna have to be resetting our traps in a second. The other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure to keep all of our peeps inside of our walled areas temporarily because we know a raid is coming. We need to update our walled rule set. No, looks fine to me. We do need to go and start filling in these gaps here just for insect control. Again, we'll be doing that with wood once we get some wood going on. Which actually, maybe, hold on. Maybe rather than the walled area, I'm going to use the work area here. We can go just outside the walls just to do a little tree chopping. That's going to be okay. There we go. Better. Do we have a time limit on the raid? No, just there will be a raid. Okay. So I guess that'll be the thing that tells us when we're actually going to raid the plasteel. Because we're obviously going to have to deal with this. Watch that raid happen at the same time as the retaliation from the pollution thing. That would be kind of funny. And they'd probably, well, I don't know. Depends on, I suppose, their faction status, but there's a chance they'd fight each other. Which would indeed be hilarious. We have lots of power, which is good to see. Rebuilding that. Food stores are fine. They do the prepare for a little while. We'll also go ahead and mortar them in the head. Still got our Psychic Soothe right now while we're fighting, which is great. Expect, yeah, our bots aren't really doing anything right now, but that's okay. And yeah, when they sit here, they should get recreation at the same time. We'll take a look. Poppy's about to eat a meal. Recreation 93. Well, maybe not. I thought they would. Maybe they do explicitly have to be doing recreation activities. I was hoping it would have happened passively. Yeah, it's definitely not. All right. And we have to turn on the TV. Problem. We forgot to switch it on. You know, components. Yeah, we don't have the means to make the recon armor currently. Although if we get down to making enough advanced components. And that's the other reason the main reason actually I decided to not do the recon helmet stuff right now is currently the recon helmet would keep eating the components one at a time. Whereas this way we can add up to 3, make a recon armor. Add up to 3, make recon armor. Yeah, I think we're far from being able to take advantage of this. Alright, we'll just get ourselves up to some of the better turrets and gun options. I mean, I suppose I could put a pause in the research. The other thing I could do is build a ground penetrating scanner. That might be worthwhile. Also, should we start switching over to comfy chairs? Probably should, actually. I like the dining chairs, because you know me, I just like all the wooden furniture, right? I think it's adorable. But we do actually have a lot of cloth, so I probably should be building cloth chairs. Especially, okay. Normal. Good. Normal. Oh, let's get rid of these stools, right? They were built ages ago. They're kind of crummy. These don't matter. No! Okay, that's fine. There's not too many. Reset everyone? Okay. Hang on. Plant cut to the max. Reset everyone. There you go. Which will also be tree cutting, but now let's bring you down. Sort. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. That's the blight eliminated. Yes. Looks like it, and I think we'd still get a warning over here if it was going on. So yeah, we stole a deep drill from one of the spots we raided. So we'll be actually set for our first ground penetrating radar thing. Oh, the other thing I was thinking about is I think it's time to set some limits on these animals. In fact, I think it might be time for us to go ahead and, that's the wrong tab, and actually cancel our ibex thing. We'll just keep a large amount of horses around because they're very convenient. The ibexes are more efficient in terms of grazing versus meat production, but we'll go ahead and we're going to start bringing our adult count down to 0 here. So the adult females won't get slaughtered immediately while they're pregnant, but we're going to start bringing that down. Where's the saying? Yeah, right over there. I mean, we're still okay with the hay, but I feel like it's starting to get a little on the unmanageable side. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. And that'll be good and groovy. Okay, we're still waiting for that raid. Because at some point as well, we're going to want to maybe, you know, summon some mech threats and stuff like that. We're getting prepped for the larger stuff. Although if we can get some prisoners here and do some brain ripping, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Wow. I suppose it would be bad in a way. It would be good for us, though. All right, Squirt, you're out of there. That's great. So I'm going to go ahead and unforbid these beds. Oh, you're doing artwork. Let me reset you. Oh, you're going to go rest. Are you moving slowly? Well, you are moving slowly because prosthetic leg. Not that slowly, though. Oh, you really? No power? Yeah, all right. Well, let's just do this. That'll reach you just fine. Armchair. Yeah, just cloth. Not going to get into the human leather stuff quite yet. Oh, and then over here. Okay, it's good that they can still use it. Even without a chair. Go. Maybe what I'll do for the high quality chairs is rather than deconstruct them, I can just uninstall them. We can sell them. This stockpile's starting to get pretty full. The time to build some shelves, maybe? Yeah, maybe. Zeke, what's so bad here? Serious pain. Oh, you got the sensory mechanites. And yeah, you got the prosthetic arm, which isn't bad, actually, for manipulation. Sick, genetic pessimism, uninspiring speech. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, hey, we can do an Arctic Jubilee. Okay, let's do that really quickly. Watch the raid happen now, and it'll be really awkward timing. Also, oh yeah, I'm gonna get started on pair more pews. No dev points. Boring? Oh, for crying out loud, really? All right. Well, that's slightly annoying. I'm worried that these things might be targeted for attack, which should be slightly frustrating, but we'll just have to deal with it. Dry thunderstorm, so might be some fire, and a heat wave. Randy. Now, what would be funny is if the raid that comes for the quest, if they're preparing carefully for a while, or even if they decide to siege, well, the siege would probably shoot them back. If they prepare carefully, I wonder if they'd actually overheat. This is floored, right? Yeah, concrete. Okay, good. I just saw a bunch of dirt there and I was worried. Hospital has been embiggened. Get the robots in the work area so they can help haul in that wood. There you go. Power's on over here. Great. At some point, we could consider just not queuing up a research job just to make sure people are running this as quickly as possible. Might not be a terrible thing. Can I do the next seal? Yeah. There, there, and there. 55 degrees outside. That's really hot. So we are going to get some debuffs from slept in the heat. Over here, we might... 26, I think, is enough to counter... You have mechanites? Yeah. 26 might be enough to counter the heat stroke. Hope so, anyway. It's rising a little bit more. I mean, it's during the day now. Hopefully it dips at night. A little bit of fire. Okay, but we are getting rain, which is great. So we're not having to worry about going outside our base to fight fires. Rifling. Yeah, not queue up anything for a sec here. Cloth armchair. So we're making sure to run these. I can't tune this to anything. That's okay. We can just let it run for a while, and hopefully we get a nice stockpile of something within our walls. Cargo pods. Full of sheep wool. Well, I'll put a haul urgently on it, but right now no one can actually access that area. Because we're limiting people to the work zone. I could go and add just that spot to it, but... Okay, heat stroke is starting to develop. 40 indoors there. That is a lot. And You know what? I'm going to go ahead and build... Let me build it back here. I just realized this could get shot here. Prioritize this, please. We should do the deconstruct first. Already working the cooler. So I hope you have all the materials for it. Because now it's exposed to the outside. All right, you are grabbing 4 components. That sounds good. Great stuff. Okay. So temperature went up because it was part of the outside, but now it is dropping. There we go. That's definitely going to be enough to fight off heat stroke. People will have a safe space to go regardless. Okay. When's that raid coming? Laura with the break risk. Oh yeah, divorced. You still have the counsel by Emily. Birthday. Oh no, Poppy developed a bad back. Ooh, that's rough. Okay. Onyx spine. Let's see what we can do for you. These chairs on quite labor intensive. Yeah, that's okay. We're still looking for components for the long range mineral scanner. On a break risk. There with the heat stroke. Yeah, I think the kids' outfits don't give them as much of a temperature range. I don't... I'm gonna assume... Yeah, canceled recently. So we can't do anything about it. Zeke's always miserable. It might be worth dropping a little counsel on Zeke. Just to give him a bit more of a buffer. Yeah, just +8. It's not canceling a specific bad mood, but it's still going to be helpful. Maybe I should go back to research projects that more people are spending time in comfortable places, actually. Let's research the uranium slug turret, because it's pretty big, pretty good, and we did have some uranium. I think we mined it out. Oh my god, Randy. Okay, it's fine. We can go and nuke this place, which is what we're gonna do. Take the people who are in better moods. Oh, he's got a manipulation hit, which is bad. You won't run that. Well, I guess because they're not awake, they're not immediately firing. Well, that's good because we can have a volley basically go off at the same time. We're just going to target the ship itself. Because, first of all, the splash damage, like, because of inaccuracy, is going to hit other things. But if we just bring this low enough, these mechs will go and attack us, and then we can finish them off another way. Mechanoids work up. Now, if that raid wants to show up here, that's fine. Watch us still get the retaliation raid for the pollution. At the same time as the quest raid. At the same time as these decide to aggro against us. 7, is it at below 50% they might come at us? I think that's how it used to work, but I don't know if that's still the same. No, they're not coming at us now. There you go. All right. We are going to cancel you guys. Yeah, a lot of people in bad moods. I'm sorry, we're going to have to bring you up to fight. I don't think we need to worry about the EMPs here. I think these guys are going to get ripped apart pretty good. Move diagonally through. We'll do this just for people who are rushing this way. Yeah, I think that's it. You guys still need some happy. Oh, no, there's another one. Always a straggler. Oh, it probably took damage from a thing. Although it'll probably get killed just by our auto turrets, but bring a few people who are in slightly better moods. Constructoid. Shit, there is still one more. God. You get your ass in here a little faster? Right. Numbers tab. Enemies. Okay, now it's 0. All right. And that got blown up. We got parts over there which would be great to grab. What I'm going to do is I'll put high priority hauls on these. Do we dare go to the edge of the map? I'm just worried a raid will spawn there, right there. What I could do, I guess, you know what? I could unrestrict the mechs. I mean, I don't think they pay attention to the high priority haul, but they would still haul. And the clean sweep doesn't matter as much. If the constructoid goes out to the edge of the map and gets beat up, it's not the end of the world. Or, sorry. Did I never build a lifter? Or did it get destroyed at some point? That's what happened, isn't it? It got outright destroyed and was, which I don't think I've seen before. I've seen them get shut down, and then we can resurrect them. Unless, hold on, maybe it's still around. Askin. You're loading resources to gestate. No, you're trying to resurrect. It is around. I didn't realize it didn't have a resurrect like mech job in the queue. There we go. Okay. Well, let's power that off. I'll unsuspend and just do that. And kill that job as well. Okay. I didn't realize we didn't ever do that. Really want to go collect those resources, but we've got some cloth wearing out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, unrestrict my peeps, so there'll be some high priority haul to get the edge of the map here. Bring them in. Just try not to die. Someone's got to get that advanced components. Yeah, it's deteriorating really quickly. I think it had taken some damage. All right, I'm not worried about the rest. That's fine. Insult spree. Because your child is unhappy. Yeah, well. You keep getting heat stroke. Okay, I think I can go ahead and change everyone here to the work schedule again. Stay in a relatively safe area. Insult spree is annoying just because it can chain. Mad guinea pig. All right. Should just go and die in one of these traps. Oh, fucking lore. God damn it. Where the hell did you come from? I was trying to monitor that you weren't... Alright. But there was no one in a bad spot. I missed Laura being out over here. Alright, get your medical treatment. You'll be fine. More people need their treatment for their mechanites as well. Slowly rebuilding this, that's fine. We got that. This thing is still here with nothing crazy going on. Oh, this. Go, keep filling this in. We just have to fill this in to the overhead mountain. So actually, this piece here will be the last one over here. We don't have to worry about filling in the rest of the tunnel. And then, yeah, over here. The problem is I have to do it one at a time, because what'll happen is they might build the outermost one and then not do the inside bits, which would be unhelpful. He's been treated, so he's up. Yeah, we don't get a timer on those, which is a little annoying. We don't know when these are going to go away, but they have an internal timer. I think if people rest more, it'll go away faster, but also the 10 quality. But I don't think there's any reason to keep them in bed. It would just be too long. We'd lose too much productivity. And I mean, they don't do it even. Like, they've got the bed rest turned on, but they're not bed resting. Maybe it literally doesn't matter for them. You got the torture artist. Can we do another festival? Temp in this room. 38. It's pretty rough. 32. Maybe I'll just wait for the heat wave to end. and then we'll do another festival. Still waiting on that attack. And yeah, we're gonna stand over here and get some freaking overheat too. Vera, could you just like go into the hospital for a little bit? I mean, I think you do. You keep resetting your heat stroke because it's always just sitting at initial. But let's just make sure here. And there we go. I mean, it's going to come back pretty quickly, but 15 hours for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, powers. Excess is not. Yeah, when there's no wind and no solar. I mean, we do have this on right now, which is eating some more as well. But we definitely clearly need this. Potentially some battery for some overflow from time to time. Lots of people researching, so we're at a high idleness step, which is fine. Means we're caught up on work. All right, heat wave is over. Good. Temperature's going back to normal. So let's do the Advent of Truth. Yeah, everything is maxed out. We're at 100% over here. Let's do it. Oh, I guess these guys were getting heat stroked as well. I wasn't thinking about that. Their temperature range is usually pretty decent, but it's, I mean, we were hitting like 55 degrees. It was brutal, but I'm not going to air condition the barn, I don't think. Unforgettable. Good. And we got inspired creativity for Squirt. So the next time you construct something, it'll be awesome. You do art, don't you? That is one of the things you like. Your artistic skill's not bad. Anyway, I was going to say, I'm going to get you to prioritize it. They were going to work on this anyway. There you go. And it just finished. I guess it wasn't that good. It was excellent. Not even masterwork or anything, but I guess that's fine. Let's go and install it in this room over here. It's already incredibly impressive. Or extremely impressive or whatever, but... I tended to do the gun links because they... You can't have that and a helmet, right? Which feels bad to me. We can unlock some shield tech. Maybe have some options for us. We could consider doing some hydroponics. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I guess it's fine that we just maybe just fill in random stuff here. So, Moon, 15 days. I mean, I wonder if they just show up halfway through. It's probably just a random time somewhere along the way here. I really want to go get that plasteel. So now I'm wondering we might miss out the plasteel opportunity. 19 days left. Because if they come right at the end of this quest, I guess we'll still be fine. It'll be tight, but it'll still be fine. Well, I really thought this episode was going to involve us going and getting some plasteel, but I guess that'll have to be hopefully next time, because we could certainly use more of it. I think the bionic spine is being worked on. Oh, that's a component. Oh yeah, you need 4 advanced components, yeah. Which we don't have, and I suspect we can't make more right now. We have the plasteel. Oh, we're actually a little low on steel. Well, you know what? Let's mine out this thing we found earlier. And let's just make sure this is in the work zone, because it's not too far from home. Okay, it is in the work zone. That's good. Yeah, let's mine that out. And then meanwhile, you're going to keep going and do some of that. All right, folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time.